you're strong. You don't have to try too hard. You love me just the way I am, scars and all. When you walk into the room, even silence feels in tune. Feel the stillness in my storm, the place I come back to, the one I call home. Every time you say my name, it feels like sunlight through the rain. You pull me close without a word, and I feel more than I've ever heard. You don't need to prove a thing, your love just lives in everything, and I fall every time you say my name. I've been strong, I've been alone, built my walls and called them home. But then you're not so soft, so true, and I didn't even notice I let you through. You don't rush, you take your time, and every second I feel like mine. In your eyes I see my place, a quiet kind of warm embrace. I never knew that love could be so soft, so still, so endlessly kind and patient, deep and wide, like the ocean meeting the tide. Every time you say my name, it feels like sunlight through the rain. You pull me close without a word, and I feel more than I've ever heard. You don't need to prove a thing, your love just lives in everything, and I fall every time you say my name. Feels like sunlight through the rain. You pull me close without a word, and I feel more than I've ever heard. You don't need to prove a thing, your love just lives in everything, and I fall every time you say my name. Every time you say my name, feels like sunlight through the rain. You pull me close without a word, and then I feel more than I've ever heard. You don't need to prove a thing, your love just lives in everything, and I fall every time you say my name. Say it once, say it slow, and I'll never let you go. Says even more. You don't speak in poetry or rhyme, but you love me quiet every time. You show up with your steady hands when I'm too tired to understand. You hold me like the world stands still, like I'm enough and always will. And that says more than words could say. You love me in your gentle way. No grand confession, no loud display, but I feel it every single day when you breathe and look my way. That says more than words could say. You don't chase the spotlight shine, you just stay and that's divine. In the dark when I feel small, you don't leave, you feel it all. The way you brush the hair from my face, like you've memorized every space. It's how I know I'm safe and seen, even when I'm caught between. Love doesn't shout, it doesn't scream, sometimes it's soft like in a dream. It's in the way you choose to stay when life begins to fade away, and that says more than words could say. You love me in your gentle way. No grand confession, no loud display, but I feel it every single day when you breathe and look my way. That says more than words could say. You love me in your gentle way. No grand confession, no loud display, but I feel it every single day when you breathe and look my way. That says more than words could say. You don't chase the spotlight shine, you just stay and that's divine. You do love without a name. I don't need 1,000 stars, you're already lighting up my heart. Even in the quiet I can hear every word you never whisper near. You're not a fire, not a storm, you're the reason I feel warm. In the world that moves too fast, you make everyone last. Just stay where the silence speaks, where your breath is close enough to keep. I don't want perfect, I just want true, and everything feels right with you. You don't have to promise me the sea. Just stay close enough to keep. Just live inside the time where I can hold your hand and breathe and know you're close enough to keep. Just stay where the silence speaks, where your breath is close enough to keep. I don't want perfect, I just want true, and everything feels right with you. You don't have to promise me the sea. I don't need more than this, just your quiet kind of peace. I remember the first time you said my name. I can't help the weight of something I couldn't name. It wasn't loud, it wasn't grand, but it felt like home inside your hands. You weren't looking for forever, but something in you made me believe that maybe forever isn't a promise. It's a feeling when you choose not to leave. Didn't have maps or plans to follow, just late night talks and hearts that swallow every doubt we tried to hide, every truth we left unsaid inside. You taught me love doesn't shout, it lingers quietly, works its way out. Not through perfect days or fireworks, but in broken smiles and gentle words. So meet me where the heart still waits, where time is slow and love is late, where I'm not asking for forever's end, just for you to be more than a friend. Don't promise me the stars above, just stay when it gets hard to love. Meet me where the stillness aches, dreams from skin and stone, but your voice, it cracked the glass, taught me that soft could also last. You don't run when shadows fall, you just hold me through it all. And that's the kind of love I need, not a rush, just roots and steady seas. Maybe we're not written in fate, I'd rewrite time just to wait for the version of us that survives the quiet nights and teary drives. Your name still echoes in my mind like a memory I haven't signed. But if you call me one more time, I'll come back, no need to rewind. So meet me where the heart still waits, where time is slow and love is late, where I'm not asking for forever's end, just for you to be more than a friend. Don't promise me the stars above, just stay when it gets hard to love. Meet me where the stillness aches, meet me where the heart still waits. I know it feel, the one that stays when I fall apart, the one that speaks straight to my heart. So if you're out there listening still, if your touch remembers what we feel, just whisper once, I'll make my way back to you, no need to say. So meet me where the heart still waits, by the old road past the garden gate. Cause if you love is true, we're after part of me. don't want perfect, I want real. Kind of love I know and feel. The one that stays when I fall apart. You don't light the sky like thunder. You don't need a crowd to make me wonder. You just walking slow and smile that way. And suddenly I forget the day. You hold the silence like a song, like I've known your arms all along. And when you speak, the world goes still. You don't try to fix me, but you will. I've seen love that burns too fast, like wildfires that never last. But you're a candle in the dark, quiet, steady, beating heart. We don't rush, we never chase, just find each other face to face. And if this is what real love means, then I found home inside your seams. If forever feels like you, soft and slow and always true, and I don't need 1,000 days, just this breath, just this gaze. You don't have to promise skies so blue. If forever feels like you. You trace my flaws like they're art. You kiss the corners of my heart. Even when I push away, you choose to stay anyway. I've been pieces, I've been stone, but with you I'm never alone. And I don't need to ask you why, I see the answer in your eyes. Some love sings in thunderous tones, but ours is made of whispered poems. No grand stage, don't need to show, just you and me, letting it grow. You give me peace, you give me air. You love me quiet, you love me bare. And that's more than most ever do, that's why I believe in you. And forever feels like you, soft and slow and always true. And I don't need 1,000 days, just this breath, just this gaze. You don't have to promise skies so blue. It forever feels like you. So if you ever lose your way, I'll be the light at the end of the day. 'Cause now I know that love is too. It forever feels like you. I've danced without in quiet rooms, full of it out like a distant tune. But then you touched my hand so light, and suddenly the dark turned into night. You didn't ask what came before. You didn't search through every war. You just looked into my eyes and saw the truth I couldn't hide. Keep spinning way too fast, but with you I forget the past. You stole the noise, you still the air, like maybe love is quietly there. You don't try to make me shine, you left the shadows just like mine. And when I break, you never leave, you just breathe beside me till I believe. Only you know me this way, not just that I lie, but we're afraid. You see the scars I never show, and still somehow you never go. You're not afraid of what you see, only you. Only you know me. I've told my secrets to the moon, but even she left far too soon. You're the one who stayed behind, patient with my scattered mind. You don't need me to be strong, you just sit with me all night long. And in the quiet I've come to see, I don't have to fight to just be me. Every love is built on flame, some are soft and don't need names. Some don't shout across the sky, they live in hearts and reasons why. Maybe that's the love I found, the one that stays when life breaks down. Not perfect, not a fantasy, but honest, real, and everything to me. Only you know me this way, not just that I lie, but we're afraid. You see the scars I never show, and still somehow you never go. You're not afraid of what you see, only you, only you know me. Only you know me. So if I lose myself again, promise you'll just take my hand. Even in the darkest sea, only you know me. see you coming through, a quiet light, a different hue. You spoke in calm, your words so few, but every one of them felt true. I wasn't looking for a sign, I built up walls, said I was fine, but something in the way you stayed made all the noise just fade away. You didn't ask for all my past, you never moved too slow or fast. You held the space I didn't name, and loved the parts I thought were shame. You never tried to be the flame, you were the warmth that softly came. No sudden rush, no crashing tide, just peace that settled deep inside. You felt like home, not a spark that burns, but a quiet room where the heart returns. You felt a breath on a restless night, a silent truth that made things right. And though I'd never known that tone, when you looked at me, you felt like home. Love had to shine, be loud and wild, cross every line. But now I see, it's not the show, it's who still stays when no one knows. You read the lines between my fear, and somehow made the dark feel near. I never begged, I never asked, but still you chose to hold me fast. Maybe love's not fireworks in fight, but hands that hold you through the night. A voice that whispers when you break, I'm not afraid of your mistakes. You felt like home, not a spark that burns, but a quiet room where the heart returns. You felt like breath on a restless night, a silent truth that made things right. And though I'd never known that tone, when you looked at me, you felt like home. So if you ever feel alone, just know to me, you still feel like home. You felt like home. You don't say the words too loud, you don't stand out in a crowd, but when you look at me that way, it tells me more than words could say. You don't write me lines or rhymes, you just show up every time. And when the world begins to fade, you're the calm that always stays. I used to dream of perfect things, of hearts that fly on golden wings, but now I know that real love hides in quiet hearts and sleepless nights. You never rush, you never chase, you love me slow, you give me space. And I don't need a fairy tale, with you the silence never fails. Even when you don't say love, I feel it in the way you touch, and how you hold me when I break, and how you give more than you take. Even when you walk away, you're still the heart that stays all day. You don't have to say the word, I hear it in the quiet I've heard. You bring me coffee, pour it slow, wrap me in your old coat. Before I go, it's not flowers, it's not rings, it's every one of those quiet things. You stay when I'm not easy to love, you never ask if you've done enough. And that's the part that cuts so deep, you're the kind of love I get to keep. Some hearts shout, some hearts sing, but yours is a softer kind of thing. Not made for shows, not made for scenes, just steady love between the scenes. And I would take your quiet truth over all the loudest youth, because I know when days get rough, you're still here, and that's enough. Even when you don't say love, I feel it in the way you touch, and how you hold me when I break, and how you give more than you take. Even when you walk away, you're still the heart that stays all day. You I still wear your sweater when the nights get cold. It doesn't say your name, but it feels like gold. Every thread remembers what we used to be, and somehow you still live inside of me. I water the plants that you once gave, then lean toward the light, just trying to stay brave. And I keep your side of the bed untouched, like maybe that's still where you'll show up. I don't reach for the phone at 2 a.m., but I still write songs I'll never send. You taught me how love can be soft and loud, and how silence can speak without a sound. I chase the cracks we never healed, still wonder which ones you could feel. But even if we're worlds apart, you're still the echo in my heart. Still yours always, even through the hardest days, even when the light grows dim, the fire I keep within. Still yours, like the ocean to the shore, even if you know you're not mine anymore. Still yours in a quiet, sacred way. Still yours, always. I laugh at the shows we used to hate, and cry at the endings you anticipate. Every memory holds a place in time, but some are stitched into this life of mine. They ask if I've moved on from you, but loving real never leaves you blue. It just softens in the way it stays, like the moonlight that never fades. Maybe we meant to learn our last, to love so deep then let it pass. But if there's a life where we rewind, I find your hand every single time. Still yours always. Oh, always. Still yours always. Even through the hardest days, even when the light grows dim, you're the fire I keep within. Still yours, like the ocean to the shore, even if you know you're not mine anymore. Still yours in a quiet, sacred way. Still yours, always. So if you ever wonder where I stand, no, I never let go of your hand. We may be ghosts in different days, but I'm still yours, always. I've wandered through 100 nights, tried to love under city lights, but nothing ever stayed too long. The spark would fade, the fire gone. Then you came in with quiet grace, no fireworks, just a resting place. No promises wrapped in gold, just hands that knew how to hold. You didn't say the perfect lines, you just showed up every time, with coffee cups and morning rain, with laughter soft enough to heal the pain. And suddenly I wasn't lost, you found me at my worst, no cost. With all my chaos, you still chose to stay through storms nobody knows. You feel like home in every way, like sunrise after endless gray. You don't have to speak too loud, your silence lifts me from the crowd. No map, no plan, no need to roam. When I'm with you, you feel like home, home. I've been afraid to let love grow, it always came then let me go. But you were steady, you were kind, you stayed long enough to change my mind. Didn't rush to make me whole, you just loved the broken soul. And in your eyes I finally see the version of who I could be. You didn't say the perfect lines, you just showed up every time, with coffee cups and morning rain, with laughter soft enough to heal the pain. Suddenly I wasn't lost, you found me at my worst, no cost. With all my chaos, you still chose to stay through storms nobody knows. You didn't say the perfect lines, you just showed up every time, with coffee cups and morning rain, with laughter soft enough to heal the pain. And suddenly I wasn't lost, you found me at my worst, no cost. With all my chaos, you still chose to stay through storms. You feel like home in every way, like sunrise after endless gray. You don't have to speak too loud, your silence lifts me from the crowd. No map, no plan, no need to roam. When I'm with change, don't ever leave. You're the air in every breath I breathe. In this heart, you're not alone. You are my peace. You feel like home. You feel like home in every way. Like sunrise after endless gray. You don't have to speak too loud. Your silence lifts me from the crowd. No map, no plan, no need to roam. When I'm with you, you feel like home. Whoa. So don't change, don't ever leave. You're the air in every breath I breathe. In this heart, you're not alone. You are my peace. You feel like home. To feel this deep, just passing hearts on empty streets. But then your smile, soft and slow, told me things I didn't know. You didn't try to win the war. You just stayed and closed the door. You let the quiet do the part of building walls around my heart. We never planned for something real. It crept in slow like something healed. One touch and I forgot the pain. The past dissolved like summer rain. You didn't rush, you didn't ask. You wore your love without a mask. And in your eyes I learned to see the girl I hid too carefully. You stood just close enough to fall. Too loud, not too small. You didn't try to take it all. Hated by my heart's last one. Love like that is hard to find. So patient, soft and undefined. You stood just close enough to fall. And I fell without a call. I still remember how you stayed when every fear begged you to fade. You held me through my quiet storms. You loved me where I wasn't warm. Now every night feels like a page. Your stories written through the haze. And every line your fingers trace still brings me back to that first place. We don't need promises in stone. We've built a love that stands alone. To shake, I'll choose your hands with every quake. You stood just close enough to fall. Too loud, not too small. You didn't try to take it all. Hit by my heart's last wall. Love like that is hard to find. So patient, soft and undefined. You stood just close enough to fall.